Unit 4, Graphing and Slope, Lesson 8, Part 3. Writing a linear equation given 2 points, where you have the y-intercept and another point. Okay, first you would identify the y-intercept. That's just going to be one of the 2 points, because the points will pretty much be an x, y, and the other one is going to be 0, comma, b, where you have the y-intercept. So this does require one of the points to have a 0 in the x position, so you have the y-intercept. After you identify the y-intercept, you're going to find the slope. Remember, the slope is the difference quotient, and you'll do the y's on top and the x's on bottom. I guess this would be x2 and y2 for the other point. And then you can go ahead and write the equation. So let's look at an example here. Write an equation of the line through 0, 3, and 5, 7. Well, first, you should recognize that the y-intercept here is 3 according to that point. Then you do your difference quotient. Let's go ahead and do 7 minus 3 for the y's, and in the same order, 5 minus 0 for the x's. And then we get 4 over 5. So the slope is 4/5. So with a slope of 4/5 and an intercept of 3, we get y equals 4/5 x plus 3. Write an equation of the line through negative 3, 11, and 0, 7. First, identify this is the y-intercept. Because it has a 0 in the x position, it is the y-intercept. Then we can go and find the slope. Let's do 11 minus 7 on top, negative 3 minus 0 on bottom. Well, 11 minus 7 is 4. Negative 3 minus 0 is negative 3. So my slope is negative 4/3. This gives me the equation y equals negative 4/3 x plus 7. And that is the equation. Write an equation for the line represented in the table. All right, first thing I notice here is because I have an x of 0, this is the y-intercept. Now I do have 3 points in this table. I can find the slope, I guess, a variety of ways. I could do the subtraction fraction, the difference quotient, or I can look at how things are changing. To get from this one to that one, from negative 1 to 0 is plus 1. To get from 5 to 2 is negative 3. And I think these end up being negative 3 and plus 1 as well. So we can actually do the slope as change in y over change in x. Y changes by negative 3, x changes by plus 1, gives me a slope of negative 3. So y is negative 3x plus 2. If you're not comfortable with doing the table slope, which you should be, you can always pick 2 of the points and plug them in with the y's on top and the x's on bottom. And then this will give you 3 over negative 1, which again is the same slope of negative 3.